have any pictures of it, then I don't know, don't risk it. When I moved out from my parents' house, I left a PlayStation 3 behind, because it technically belonged to my sister. But I owned a lot of the games, which I brought with me, and by the time I moved out, the only PS3s for sale were used ones. So I figured I'd check Kijiji, which is an online classified ad service, basically the Canadian version of Craigslist, even though we also have Craigslist here. But Kijiji is better. I actually bought my Wii the same way a few years earlier, and the dude happened to be a fan. So I searched up PlayStation 3 and checked out what was available. I come across one for $230, which came with 2 controllers and like over 20 games. Most of which were like FIFA 2011 to 2069, I don't know. I didn't really care much for them, and so I thought I'd try haggling. Hi, is this still available? And if so, could we negotiate on the price? I'll think about it. How does 200 sound? 215. Okay, I wait a bit. And then I tried the third-party tactic. Well, I'm looking at another seller, and they're giving theirs for 200. Which was actually true, but they didn't have an extra controller and over 20 games. That's why I'm trying to haggle for this one. 200 is good. Got him. Awesome. Actually, I changed my mind. 225. What the hell? How do you go from 230 to 215 to my negotiated price of 200 and then back higher to 225? This person didn't know how to haggle. Unless he saw through my bluff. But either way, that counter offer didn't make sense. No deal. Alright, never mind.
Yo.
Okay. So I continued looking at other ads and offers, and then about an hour later, he messages me again. Sure 215 isn't good? What? Okay, at this point I'm thinking he might be getting a little desperate, so I continued to play hard to get. No. Okay, I'll do 200 if you pick it up today. What is going on? Okay, I thought I was definitely dealing with the kid. But hey, we finally agreed on a price. Alright, where can I meet you? 248 Shimmer Street. When can you come? Is 9 okay? A bit earlier. Maybe 8? Okay, see you then. Okay. Do you want to see it working? Yeah, sure. So I head there later that night, and 248 Shimmer Street actually has 2 apartment buildings, A and B. I texted him and asked which one it is. It should be A? Should be. Should be? I don't want to know what your building should be, as if it's dependent on unknown factors. I need to know your definitive location so I can safely make this transaction. I was getting a bit nervous. A part of me thought I was going to get mugged, but then I thought, this probably is just a kid who's just not responsible enough to know his own address. I go inside building A. I text him saying I'm at the ground floor, and he replies that he's on his way down. 5 minutes pass, nothing. After 10 minutes, I get a text. I don't see you. This dumbass, I don't see him either, meaning he's probably in building B. So I head on over and go inside. I still don't see him. And I'm expecting a kidney extracting shank in my body any second now. I'm in building B. I don't see you either. No, I'm in A. What? Was I blind? Was he blind? Where are my kidneys? Okay, still there. I head back to building A. Okay, I'm here. I don't get a reply, but after 5 minutes of waiting, he finally appears.
You really love the emote, huh?
I'm gonna die. Are you...
Yeah, I'm waiting to buy it soon. Wait, next season I have to get it because of stuff. Oh yeah, I've already spent most of my crafting metals
Okay, hurry up.
to get this. Wait, no, I already had that. To get this and this. I accidentally bought this and I didn't want it.
The PS3 tries to turn it on. Nothing happens. He tries again. Still nothing. Big Kane, which I assumed to be his dad, started getting a little irritated. I thought you said it worked. What's going on? Dude, it's my line. The tension was thick, with only one C because that's all that could fit with the amount of tension in the room. Kid Kane shuffles around behind the TV, tries one more time, and it finally works. Both he and I let out a relieved sigh. Honestly, at this point, I didn't even care if it worked. I just wanted to get out alive, in one piece. I said, cool. Kid Kane packs up the PS3, puts it in a bag, and hands it over to me. I hand him the $200 that we agreed upon and hope Papa
Do
Kane
you know
was
you
also aware
can
of
buy
and
legends
if
with
Dad
a...
takes it from him, counts it, then nods. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you're, thanks. And I leave. Alive.
I just don't have anybody I want to buy, so. Horizon was the only one that I wanted besides Octane, really. After I seen what she could do on the new one, the new map.
Worth it.
Yeah,
Hey guys,
maybe Revenant I might want to get, but I don't know.
Head on over to lootcrate.com/domics, link below, and
But
use
my
the
coins,
Domics,
I keep.
DOMICS, to
Oh.
save 10% on new subscriptions. With Loot Anime, every month you'll receive a box full of anime-related collectibles such as apparel, manga, posters, figurines,
Wingman.
and much more. But you can't wait too long to decide.
Let's see if it's a Wingman day.
That month's crate is the 27th at 9 p.m. PST. Last month we had the theme Tech, and in it I got a few robot and mecha related things like this Astro Boy light up figure, a Robotech beanie, a Psychopath shirt, and
Oh God!
Battle Angel of
I was doing something.
They made a movie of and everyone was freaking out because they kept her.
God.
Cash App Gold Card is customizable.
Fuck.
Dark version, so you can always.
This video's been brought to you by
Nobody has any sense of moral in this video game.
and available. Head over to nordvpn.com/domics and use the code DOMICS to save 77% off of
Like, it's fucking pubs. I'm not trying to reach Pred.
A few months ago, I decided to get an office studio to work in so I could have a place for my soon-to-be local animator team. Also, I realized how hard it was to work at home because it got way too comfy at times, especially when I had my bed literally 2 feet away from my desk. I'll be with you soon, my love. As some of you may have noticed over the years, I got additional help on my animations from my friends.
Hold on, there's a nurse in my room.
You need to tell me that you don't animate videos.
My pee-pee itches.
Yeah, of course. I wanted to try getting out videos more often, minus this past month because I was helping with setting up the gaming cafe. So I thought I'd get even more help to take on some of the load. Well, that's lame. Too important to do everything yourself now, huh? Huh? Well, I still write the scripts myself and do the voiceovers. I still animate some of the scenes, but I guess not a majority of it. I'm sorry to shatter your vision of me. Yeah, but this other animator does everything by themselves. Okay, and how often do they post? Once every 4 or 5 months. Huh, that's pretty scarce. But understandable given the time and effort it takes to make a coherent animation by themselves. Yeah, I get that, but I just wish they posted.
Shutting down internal server? No, put me back.
Anyway, yeah, I wanted more aid on the videos. I was cool with my 3 friends from California helping me out, but sometimes the workload still proved to be a lot for us. I also thought it'd be nice to be physically around the other people working on the same project. I've usually just been cooped up in my room, and I gotta admit, it got pretty lonely at times. So I got an office, made a post that I was hiring locally, hired some people, and realized I needed to get more equipment for them to work with. I currently work on a Cintiq 13 HD as my main tablet, and thought that's probably more than enough for the others. So I decided to check if anyone was selling any used Cintiq.
They had to CT scan me, got it.
My Jewel platform, Kijiji.
Wait a minute,
Craigslist
what?
alternative. Rudolph, why are you
Alright, bro. Come back when you're done, alright?
Surely you could afford it with your billions of dollars. Well, surely I can afford to also save some money when I can, right? The tablets are used, but they work just fine, and my animators don't mind, right guys?
Yup.
I managed to find 4 that were available, but they were all spread out around the Toronto area. One was a 5-minute drive down the street of where I live. Another was in downtown Toronto. Another was at Seneca College. And the last one wanted to meet at a Starbucks that was about 15 minutes away. I asked when they were all available at their earliest convenience. The downtown person was available the next day, so I went and scooped that up on Friday. The rest were free the day after. The thing was, I had a dentist appointment Saturday morning, which was the 40-minute drive away. Don't ask why it's so far. And then I also scheduled the animators to come in later at 1 p.m. But it kinda worked out because I could head to Seneca College and one of the other sellers on the way back to the office.
No. This is why I hate fuses.
Here's how
Okay.
that conversation went. Hello, is this still available? Hi, Dominic. Yes, this is still available if you're interested. I am. When is your student convenient time to meet? And is cash okay? I am away, but my daughter can meet at a Starbucks after 2 o'clock tomorrow. Are you close to the Starbucks at and let me know and I'll sort out the details on our side. Cash is fine. Sure, I can stop by after 2. I'm not too far from there. Alright, after 2 should be doable. I agreed to this because I needed to make sure I was at the office before 1 to let my team in, and then I could just head out real quick to pick up the tablet. I didn't get an update until Saturday morning. Great, she will be there at 2 o'clock. Okay, so I didn't know after 2 meant at 2, but I thought it likely wouldn't be a problem. I kind of got lost around the Seneca campus because the girls' directions were a bit confusing, and so that meeting got a little delayed since we had trouble looking for each other. Because that was late, I got to the other seller later than I wanted, which meant I also got to the office later than I wanted. Once I did, I still needed a bit of time to set some things up for my animators and knew I couldn't make it for 2 o'clock. Hey David, sorry to trouble you, but is it okay to postpone to 3? Didn't get a reply for 20 minutes. Hey David, checking in on this. I'll be running late. Is there a number I can reach you at or your daughter? Here's the thing. If you don't want to disclose your personal number to a stranger, I get that. That's fair. But it would also be fair if you at least promptly check the only means of communication between us as the time of meeting approaches, especially if you're going to send your daughter off for the transaction. I received a reply 30 minutes later. It was past 2. Just got this. She is there now. I'll let her know you will be late, but if you can try to come as soon as you're able, that would be great. Well, me. Okay, I guess I should head out now. I was able to set up my team quickly, so they were good to work while I was gone. I drove there and got to the Starbucks about 12 minutes later and rushed inside. And then I realized, I don't know what David's daughter looks like. In fact, I don't even know what David looks like. I had no frame of reference, so I had no choice. I had to use my deduction skills. Except I kind of felt like a creep just standing there at the entrance scanning the life forms in the room. Like, if you get to a movie late and your friend saved you a seat, you'd probably find them in less than 10 seconds of scanning. I stood there for a good minute. Like, okay, she doesn't have anything that looks like a tablet, that's a dude, she looks like a bit too old to be a daughter.
Oh shoot, I respawned?
Eventually I gave up and just sat down. No one seemed to be acknowledging me as I continued to look around, and you'd think that if you sent your daughter to make an exchange, they'd be on the lookout for the person they're going to meet. So I assumed she either lacked map awareness, or she wasn't there. Hey David, what does she look like? Hi Dominic, she is now across the street at Wildlands. Do you mind meeting her there? She is with a few friends in the restaurant. Okay, I guess we're playing Where's Waldo now, except it's the version where you don't know what Waldo looks like. I wasn't too surprised that she didn't stay. I probably would have left too if I had to wait that long. So I left Starbucks, went across the street, and into Wild Wings. Hi, welcome to Wild Wings. Table for... what? No, sorry. Actually, I'm here to meet someone. I don't know what to say. I probably could have been honest, but it just felt weird to explain to her that I don't exactly know who I'm meeting, because the father of the person in question seems to be trying to shelter her like she's in a witness protection program. Okay, well, you can have a seat for now. Thanks. And again, I was hoping there's a girl keeping an eye out for someone who looks like they're looking for her. I did my Terminator scan again and found multiple tables with females who were accompanied by friends. If I had to guess, I'd say that table over there would probably be it. As I looked at the group, one of the girls looked in my direction. And then the rest of them turned their heads to me. They laughed for some reason and then went back to their conversation. Oh God, I don't want to be here. I didn't want to go to each suspected table like a door-to-door salesman, but I felt like that was my soon-to-be only option. David, I don't know what she looks like. There are multiple females with friends here. Okay, I let her know you're there. What the does she look like? Usually has round glasses, blonde and blue short hair. She's in her 20s. At Wild Wings. Thank you for specifying her location. I felt like I was still in the dark with those physical descriptions, but because you verified her location again, I have now confirmed her true identity. My intuition was right. That was the table. Target acquired. Are you David's daughter? Yes, hello. I've been looking for you.
Watch driving tutorials without Wi-Fi and jam uninterrupted. Try YouTube Premium on us.
Download the Domino's app today and become a piece of the pie rewards never to remote or free pizza.
Are you David's daughter? Yes, hello. I've been looking for you.
I swear to God, I'm my teammate.
And even paid a little extra because it felt bad for being late. I don't get why he didn't just tell me what she looked like at the start. I mean, I was gonna find out eventually. Like, I had to look at her exchange. This video has been brought to you by NordVPN, the best VPN available and the only
You're able to change who your legend is?
VPNs are a great way to protect your privacy and security online. They
Pathfinder.
allow you to surf the net anonymously with absolutely no data logging using military-grade encryption. They have thousands of servers in over 60 countries. It's lightweight and has a clean, user-friendly interface. Being in Canada, we don't always get the good stuff that's available for our neighbors below, or even in other countries. And until we have teleportation machines, this is probably the closest thing we've got. Check this out. I want the internet to think I'm in the USA. Bam. Maybe I want to go on the web like they do in the UK. There I am. Hong Kong? What up? Dang dog. Even try Hong Kong? Even Hong Kong, I mean. Super fast servers protect up to 6 devices at once, available on Android, Windows, iOS, macOS. Not sure if you like it? No problem. 30-day money-back guarantee. And 77% off a 3-year plan. That's like $275 a month. I bought a soda for that much today. I think it's healthier and secure. Yeah, well now you're probably getting hacked using that random Wi-Fi. Have fun. Oh shit! NordVPN.com/Domics with the code Domics again for 77% off the 3-year plan. Enjoy! Hello, this video has been brought to you by Audible. Amazon Prime members can now save 66% off their first 3 months by going to audible.com/Domics or text Domics to 500-500. Video games played a huge part in my upbringing. While many believe they are a waste of time, I give video games credit for helping build my character and who I am today. Some of the consoles and games I mentioned here are probably older than half of you watching. My very first console was the Nintendo Family Computer, aka the Famicom. If you're unfamiliar with this, you might recognize the American counterpart, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the NES. They're generally known to be the same console with a few differences. Honestly, you put red on anything, and that's my vibe. This console blew my mind as a kid. I had a humble selection of game cartridges. Yes, they weren't finished yet, half of which were niche and boring, but if I turned on my Famicom without a game inserted, it would boot up a menu which had over 100 games. Tetris, Small V, Billiards, some tank games. Was anyone else's like that? Am I haunted? I don't know, but it was awesome, and it blew my friends' minds too when I showed it to them. Not long after, I then got the Game Boy. Yes, that brick of a handheld console where I first discovered Pokemon and the whole story. I still remember that one time as a kid, I was chilling after swimming lessons, sitting on a bench playing my Game Boy, waiting for my parents to pick me up. Another kid in my class was passing by and noticed I was playing Pokemon Red. Having the game himself, we naturally talked about how fun it is. Then he started talking about game cheats, and that's when he opened my eyes to the duplication glitch. Basically, at a certain part of the game, if you met the specific requirement, you're able to duplicate items in your inventory to a virtually infinite amount. This meant endless Master Balls, allowing you to catch any Pokemon effortlessly, endless elixirs, allowing your Pokemon to fight forever, and endless rare candies, allowing you to level up your Pokemon without having to fight at all. And consequentially, it was also when I discovered that although cheats did add a fun aspect of being overpowered, and being able to obliterate the Elite Four and my rival Dae using a single move, I felt My victories were earned
Yeah.
through effort, but through dishonest methods. The destination was the journey, and the hardships I overcame along the way is what made the end that much more satisfying. The cheats killed the game and its purpose. There was no more journey. And that lesson rippled throughout my childhood and paved my way into adulthood. Well, good thing that was already like my fourth playthrough of Red, so I didn't feel guilty too long and continued to become a Pokemon master by cheating. Oh, what's up, Abra? You gonna try to teleport out of here again? Nuh-uh, not this time. You gonna join me today. I have enough Master Balls to catch you and your brothers and sisters right now and in the next 1,000 lifetimes. So go ahead, try and teleport. I'll come back. During that time, I also had the Super Nintendo, known to contain many legendary games that still hold a place in people's hearts today. Turtles in Time, Super Mario RPG and Super Mario World, Mega Man X2, Donkey Kong Country, Earthbound, Super Metroid, and A Link to the Past. But you know what game I probably played the most? That's right, freaking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Fighting Edition. Look, as cool as it was to watch people in tights save the city from monsters via martial arts, the Megazords have always been my favorite part about the shows. And this game allows you to play as them and beat the crap out of other Megazords and monsters. And to 7-year-old me, that was the bomb.
L-Star? Are you really that gay?
Didn't do that well, but I still remember having lots of fun with it. Things don't need to be the best of its kind for you to enjoy them. Just because Captain Falcon's mid-tier doesn't mean I can't have fun beating people in the face and then going, yeah, like that. Yeah, actually, I thought that was pretty cool. Good job, man. Thanks. My next console was the N64, of which I was introduced to the franchise that is still my favorite game series to this day. And yeah, you probably guessed it from that last reference. Yes, it's Super Smash Brothers, Sisters, Mothers, and Fathers. If you considered all the time I put into these games, except for all, I'm pretty sure I've clocked in well over a few thousand hours. Smash has such a simple concept that can appeal to all types of people. You try to beat each other up and knock your opponents off the stage so that they fall into oblivion and literally explode. Simple. But despite that, it can also be complex when taken competitively due to the numerous mechanics that aren't so obvious at face value. Complexity delivered in simplicity. In a way, that's what I strive for my work to be like. I then went through most of the Nintendo consoles that followed. I went through Sony's PlayStations 1 through 4. I kinda skipped the Microsoft line except for that used Xbox 360 I got off Kijiji a couple years ago so I could play Just Dance and try to impress Claire. But nothing really beats the bonding I've done and the friends I've made more than through PC gaming, especially those online. I like to think the circle of friends I'm in now have lasted this long because of the times we've struggled together as well as against each other in video games. Playing games together with strangers has taught me patience when working with an unfamiliar team, something you might find yourself doing often in real life. It's taught me that people I've never met before can enjoy the same things I do, despite having different backgrounds and cultures. It's opened my eyes to the actual size of the world and its population, large and diverse, and that games can be universal, that there are gamers everywhere, but seem small enough that people who are hundreds or thousands of miles apart can create long-lasting relationships because of a simple common interest. Here's a few more shoutouts to video games that have made great impacts in my life. The Zelda franchise, for immersing me in such believable worlds full of lore and fantasy. Minecraft, for giving me an outlet for my design cravings and applying them to a simulated open-world reality that virtually had limitless possibilities. League of Legends, for teaching me that having skins doesn't necessarily make me a better player. And also for allowing me to befriend some of the best people I know today, because we all learn to hate ourselves together. Oh, and Maple's Story, for teaching me that people online are really lonely and hormonal. Video games are just awesome, man, and I believe we're in the biggest gaming generation. Anyone can find a game that suits their tastes. Do you like beating the crap out of other people with cool combos and special skills? Fighting games. Are you looking for something that focuses on character growth and storytelling? Role-playing games. Do you have a good sense of tempo and coordination? Rhythm games. Are you looking for something with less commitment and immediate reward? Mobile games. Unless it's a gacha game, then it's the exact opposite. commit hours grinding those gems just so you can roll a 4-star salamander for the 6th time. Damn you, Puzzles and Dragons. Damn you. And now we've got virtual reality taking big leaps in development. Who knows what kind of video games we'll be playing in 10 years? What if we're in a game now? With the continuous advances in technology, games that revolve around video games are no longer niche nor underappreciated. Game design is so much more accessible now, and indie games have proven to be some of my favorite titles. However, disregarding the game developers themselves, many people's careers today revolve around the video games themselves and the things around it. I think that was a self-sustaining lifestyle 15 or 20 years ago. People literally play games for a living now. Honestly, if I didn't take the animation route, I probably would have become a gaming channel. What are you thinking? Many people today may still think video games are a waste of time. And I guess if you lack self-control and prioritize them over your responsibilities, then yeah, that may be true. But the culture of video games is a great influence as to why I am who I am today, and has brought me together with people I would have never expected to meet otherwise. And I'm sure a lot of you share the same belief. Video games have helped me keep my sanity during the lows in my life, and have made the highs more enjoyable. The video game culture is always growing, and I'm never worried about a shortage of entertainment. But what I do have a shortage of is time, and unfortunately haven't been able to game as much as I used to. However, even during my work and travels, I can still take in content through audiobooks with Audible. And now, Amazon Prime members can start their membership and save 66% on their first 3 months by going to audible.com/domics. Valid until July 31st. That's like 3 months for the price of 1. With the Audible app, you can enjoy your audiobooks wherever and whenever. They're yours to keep for life, and you can re-listen to them even if you cancel your membership. As a member, you'll receive 3 credits every month, which you can spend on 1 audiobook and 2 Audible originals, regardless of the price. If you haven't got the time to play or watch others play video games, why not listen to some of these video game-related titles from Audible? Ready Player One, BioShock Rapture, Replay, the history of video games, and Super Mario, how Nintendo conquered America. Once again, that's audible.com/domics or text domics to 500-500 for a 30-day trial with Audible credits, and until July 31st, Amazon Prime members can sign up and start their first 3 months at 66%. Enjoy!
Fuck, this game is garbage. Garbage video game. Especially going up against such gay people makes it even worse. Let's check the tournament. Tournament. Turn you to mint. I'm not. I'm here today joined by a couple of friends.
Hello, I am Claire.
Whoa, hey man, what's wrong? I'm mad because I really want to watch anime. Oh, I got you, man. Just go to crunchyroll.com/domics for a 14-day free trial of premium and watch all the anime you'd like. This sounds like a sponsorship. It is! Anger management has always been one of those things that I constantly try to work on. Not that I have a serious issue with anger, but as much as I like to believe I portray this chill persona, I have to admit I sometimes have a short temper. Especially when people turn on their hazard lights and think they can just stop and text anywhere they want. Wait a minute, Dom. Half your videos are rants. You're always angry. Yeah, I guess you have a point. But maybe if people weren't so dumb, so I try to play this little game with myself to try and minimize the anger frequency. The rules are simple. If I get mad, I lose. That's it. If I depend on anger to get through a situation, I lose. If I raise my voice a few decibels higher than it needs to be, I lose. If I'm about to reply to a dumb comment, I lose. Because I already let them get to me. Their comment was rhetorical, and I have to realize that I don't have to defend myself with everyone. Sometimes to win is to walk away. What I've realized through all of my life experiences is that nothing good has ever come from reacting with anger. Someone accidentally spills your water, oh well, accidents happen. What's done is done. You may apologize, and your reply is, sorry isn't gonna dry my pants. Well, neither is being angry, so calm the f down. Of course, everyone's entitled to feeling mad or offended by things, but to act upon that anger and seeking destruction leads to no benefits. Even if acting with anger seemed like it solved the issue at hand, I realized it would have been handled better without it. A great philosopher named Jomis Animatus once said, I got mad a lot when I was younger. I always ended up breaking stuff, so I was like, being mad is expensive. It's not worth it. And I agree, being mad is costly.
Booga, 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 ba, ba, da, ba. I wanna play a VR game.
When people ask me what my fears are and what I'm scared of, I know they're expecting something tangible like clowns, needles, my credit card bill, but I can't really attribute my fears to single entities. I looked through a list of phobias, and while some of them do seem scary on paper, I haven't really been directly exposed to them to know if I'd be scared. I'm only scared by proxy because I know other people are, like dinosaurs and T-Rex, for example. I can't say exactly if I am scared of them, like they are scary, portrayed by media, movies, and whatnot, but I've never been, or probably never will be, confronted by an actual T-Rex to give it a chance to scare me, so I don't know if I'm scared of them. Does that make sense? I mentioned way back in my bugs video that it was usually my job to cleanse our house of bug invasions because I'd be the only one indifferent enough to confront the bugs. And I live in Canada. We're not exactly known for our killer bugs. Sure, we have black widows, but that's like one breed. And you can easily distinguish them because they're fully black, with red marks on their abdomen and backs. There are so many types of spiders here. I can't just assume every single one is a black widow. That's racist. I'd say I just have a general fear of dying. Well, I guess more so the pain of the method that leads to death, which most of you can probably say for yourself as well. I'm not scared of clowns. I'm scared of clowns that want to kill me. I'm not scared of spiders. I'm scared of the spiders that want to kill me. I'm not scared of heights. I'm scared of the Earth's gravitational pull that's trying to kill me at all times. Growing up, I've had a lot of my peers hospitalized for injuries, and I wonder why I myself have never been to the ER. Maybe it was my lack of participation in a lot of sports, but it might also be because I avoided doing dumb and dangerous stunts that most kids think to be impressive by their peers. You know what's impressive? Being healthy and uninjured. Damn, look at these hospital bills. They say no pain, no gain. I say no gain, no pain. What's that? No bisc? No risk. Fear is a survival instinct, which is why I think most of us can say we'd survive in a horror film.